Hello, welcome to Daily News from Martyrdom TV. House of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi hosts commemorations of Imam Hussein, peace be upon him. With the arrival of the month of Muharram, the House of the Grand Shia Joras Ayatollah Sayyid Sadiq Shirazi continues to host the commemorations of the Master of Martyrs, Imam Hussein, peace be upon him, in the holy city of Qom. These commemorations were attended by various groups of Shia believers and lovers of Ahlul Bayt, peace be upon them, as well as religious scholars and activists at the presence of the Grand Joras Ayatollah Shirazi. The lecturers at these events addressed the outstanding uprising of Imam Hussein, peace be upon him, and the participants recite eulogies in honor of His Holiness. It is worth noting that the House of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi will continue these commemorations for 13 consecutive days, both in the mornings and afternoons, and in the two languages of Persian and Arabic. Imam al-Mahdi Husayniya holds Husseini memorials in Holy Karbala, Iraq. Imam al-Mahdi Husayniya, affiliated with the office of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in the holy city of Karbala, hosts groups of Shia believers and mourners of Imam Hussein, peace be upon him, during the first 10 days of Muharram 2022. These memorials also host several religious figures, cultural activists, and social personalities. Baitul-Abbas Husayniya holds Husseini memorials in Melbourne, Australia. The Husseini of Baitul-Abbas, affiliated with the office of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Melbourne, Australia, honors the Husseini movement during the first 10 days of Muharram 2022. Large groups of Shia believers participate in these memorials and remember the martyrdom of Imam Hussein, peace be upon him. Matam al-Saken Center mourns martyrdom of Imam Hussein, peace be upon him, in Bahrain. The Husseini of Matam al-Saken, affiliated with the office of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Bahrain, continues to hold the Husseini memorials in Muharram 2022. These memorials were attended by tens of Shia believers and lovers of Ahlul Bayt, peace be upon them. The Husseini of Matam al-Saken is affiliated with Sheikh Abdul Shahid al-Satrawi, one of the representatives of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi. Zainabiya Seminary holds Husseini memorials in Damascus, Syria. The Women's Department of Zainabiya Seminary, affiliated with the office of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Damascus, Syria, continues to hold Husseini memorials during the first 10 days of Muharram 2022. These memorials are attended by groups of Shia believers who recite the Ziyarat al-Shura, answer religious questions, and hold commemorative ceremonies. These memorials will continue until Muharram 14th. Director of Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi attends Husseini memorials in Basra, Iraq. Sheikh Nazar al-Hassan, the director of the Office of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Basra, south of Iraq, attends the Husseini memorials during the first 10 days of Muharram 2022. These memorials are attended by groups of Shia believers and lovers of Ahlul Bayt, peace be upon them. During these visits, the prayers and instructions of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi were delivered. Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi holds Husseini memorials in Beirut, Lebanon. The office of the Grand Shia Joras Ayatollah Shirazi in Beirut, the Lebanese capital, holds Husseini memorials during the first 10 days of Muharram 2022. These memorials are attended by religious, cultural, and social figures, as well as the general public. Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi holds Husseini memorials in Mazar-e Sharif city, Afghanistan. The office of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Mazar-e Sharif city of Afghanistan holds Husseini memorials in this city. These memorials are held during the first 10 days of Muharram 2022, hosting groups of religious, cultural, and social figures. Sayyid Ahmed Shirazi attends Husseini memorials in Kuwait. Sayyid Ahmed Shirazi, son of His Eminence Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Kuwait, continues to attend memorials of Imam Hussein, peace be upon him, during the first 10 days of Muharram 2022. The Husseini of Jafariya and Sayyid Ali Musavi and the Husainiya of Imam Baqir hosted the Grand Jora's son. The son of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi also visited the Husseini memorials at the house of Sheikh Hafiz al-Haddad, the house of Haji Hassan Nasir, and the house of Chiraq. Meetings with the members of the Shabab Sahib Zaman Center was also another activity of Sayyid Ahmed Shirazi. Envoys from Imam Sadiq Institute and Al-Shaaer TV visit Husseini Mawakib in Basra, Iraq. Some envoys from Imam Sadiq Institute affiliated with the office of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Basra, as well as some members of the Al-Shaaer TV office, visited the Husseini Mawakib and religious centers in Basra, Iraq. During these visits, These envoys relate the prayers and instructions of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi. Imam Shirazi Center holds Husseini memorials in Montreal, Canada. Imam Shirazi Center, affiliated with the Office of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Montreal, Canada, holds Husseini memorials during the first 10 days of Muharram 2022. These memorials are attended by groups of Shia believers who listen to a speech by Sheikh Saleh Sibway and Sayyid Muhammad Baqir. PR Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi holds Husseini memorials in Holy Karbala, Iraq. The Public Relations Office of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in the holy city of Karbala holds Husseini memorials during the first 10 days of Muharram 2022. These memorials are attended by several cultural, religious, and social figures, as well as groups of Shia believers in the holy city of Karbala. Sheikh Rasul Allami is the main speaker of these ceremonies. Biha Institute continues to host mourners of Imam Hussein, peace be upon him, in holy Karbala, Iraq. Biha Institute, affiliated with the Office of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in the holy city of Karbala, hosts public groups of Husseini mourners during the first 10 days of Muharram 2022. This institution serves public groups of pilgrims and Husseini mourners in collaboration with Habib Mazar-e Center and Lovers of Imam Hussein, peace be upon him, community. Rasul Adam Center organizes Husseini rites in Al-Qadimiyya Shrine. Rasul Adam Institute, affiliated with the Office of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in the holy city of Qadimiyya, organizes Husseini rites and memorials during the first 10 days of Muharram 2022. The mourners performed these rites on the streets of the holy city of Qadimiyya. Batal al-Alghami Center holds Husseini memorials in Basra, Iraq. Batal al-Alghami Center, affiliated with the Office of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Basra, Iraq, holds Husseini memorials during the first 10 days of Muharram 2022. These memorials were attended by groups of Shia believers and lovers of Ahlul Bayt, peace be upon them. Shibab Qasim Center holds Husseini memorials in Diwaniyah Province, Iraq. Shibab al-Qasim Center, affiliated with the Office of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Diwaniyah Province of Iraq, holds the Husseini memorials during the first 10 days of Muharram 2022. These memorials are held in memory of the tragic martyrdom of Imam Hussein, peace be upon him, and his loyal companions. Yala Tharat al-Hussein Center honors martyrdom of Hazrat Qasim, peace be upon him, in holy Karbala, Iraq. Yala Tharat al-Hussein Center, affiliated with the Office of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in the holy city of Karbala, distributed chocolates among Husseini mourners on Muharram 8th. It is worth noting that the 8th night of Muharram is traditionally dedicated to the martyrdom of Hazrat Qasim, peace be upon him, the bridegroom of Karbala.